welcome to 2020. It just sounds so futuristic and weird, but I have kind of gotten used to it a little bit. It did take me a while to adjust. Kept putting 2019 on everything, which normally always happens for me at the start of a new year. But yeah, how have you guys been? How has your past year been? How has 2019 been? Let me know in the comments. And what are you planning to do for 2020? Do you have any resolutions? Do you make resolutions? I don't really do New Year's resolutions anymore because they're kind of a bit vague, I find. And wow, moon is giant. Ooh, pretty. Wow, what a lovely view. Anyway, getting distracted. Yeah, I kind of find it a bit vague, and you always feel disappointed at the end of the year if you've not achieved it. You always put so much pressure on what you're going to do for the new year and what the new year is going to be like, and it's going to be this. But then if it doesn't, suddenly you're majorly disappointed and you feel terrible. So I tend not to make New Year's resolutions anymore, but sometimes I'll think of things that I want to change for the new year or things that I want to do. So just like a plan, but not really plan, kind of just have an idea. End of last year marked 4 years of me being on YouTube. It also marked 4 years of me and Spicy being together. Yeah, so much has happened in those 4 years. And for me, 2019 was a good year, but towards the end, it kind of wasn't a good year. And it's not the year itself, it's just things that I was experiencing at the time. So I know that I often talk about mental health and stuff on my channel. Well, not that often, but I do sometimes mention it. And I talk a little bit about my anxiety and my mental health and kind of like what I'm doing. And there have been a few changes which I do want to talk about and just get out there, because I feel like it seems a bit, not disingenuous, but it just doesn't feel right to, like in my old videos where I'm talking about, oh yeah, you know, like being really positive about it, but then I'm not feeling great. It's almost like I'm being like, yeah, this is really good, and then next week I'm like, oh, terrible. So, you know, it just didn't really seem to fit. So I don't know how much I will be talking about mental health in the future on my channel, but, you know, if anything important happens, I will update you, which is why I wanted to talk about it now. So for the end of 2019, I kind of went through a bit of a down spell, which it kind of is one of the reasons, in a way, that I wasn't doing as many YouTube videos. But I had a lot of stuff going on with work, and I can't really talk about a lot of it because, you know, I don't want to give too many details away. I was under a lot of pressure, and I just felt like I wasn't doing very well in what I was doing, and I kind of wanted to change and do something different, but I was too scared to change what I was doing, and I just got into this big old spiral of just terribleness basically. But I'm feeling really good now because I actually actively made some changes that I never did before, which was I actually accepted the fact that I have anxiety and I need help. Well, I needed help, and that is the main thing. For a long time, I've not really accepted, if I'm completely honest, I've not accepted that I have anxiety, and I just kind of thought, you know, if I ignore it, maybe it will just go away eventually. But no, it doesn't do that. It stays with you probably forever, but it's just how you manage it, which is what Spicy always used to tell me. Now, Spicy is amazing. He is like the best. And he is pretty much my personal therapist. He's helped me so much, and he's actually helped me grow so much as a person, and I've changed a lot. I'm a completely different person now than I was 4 years ago, and part of that is because of my experiences in the past 4 years, and most of it, or part of it, is because of Spicy and his advice and him helping me out, because he's brilliant at that. So I ended up getting to a point at work where I would constantly be breaking down, and I would pretty much be like crying every other week, just because of the amount of anxiety I was having at that time, and it just felt like I didn't really know what else I could do about it. And I was offered help, and then I thought, no, I can do it myself, because I'd have a good week and it would be great, and then I'd have a bad week and I'd be like, no, I do need help. And then when I go back to having a good week, I'm like, no, I can deal with it myself, I don't need help. But then in the end I realised, look, it's getting to a point where I'm stopping and I'm not doing things I like to do, because normally I always can still do something I enjoy, but that kind of disappeared, and I was breaking down every other week, and that's just not normal. Not that anything isn't normal, but you know what I mean. Like, I don't want to use the word normal, but I kind of have to for this context, because it's the only way I can explain it that makes sense. So my work ended up offering me to get some CBT therapy, so I have started that now, so I feel like that will help. And you know, because the year is ended and a new year has started, it's almost like I made some active changes. So what I did do is, the way that I think about stuff, I slightly changed. I went to go and see my doctor and spoke to them about my anxiety, which I'd never done before because I didn't see a point in it. I thought, there's no point, why should I bother them? It really helped, because they said, well, look, you know, why don't we'll offer you some medication to try and see how you get on. And in the past I didn't really want to go on medication because I thought it would change me or something, and I didn't know what would happen. And then I realised, well, why don't I just try it? If I don't like it, then I can just, you know, come off of them, and if it works, then it works. So I started now taking medication. It's only a very low dose, just to kind of see how I go and see if anything changes. And actually, for the first few weeks of 2020, I've been feeling a lot better. I had a whole week off over Christmas, so me and Spicy got some time together, spent Christmas Day together. I went to my family's on Boxing Day, and the whole week just gave me time to relax and chill out. I wasn't having to worry about everything. And obviously when I went back to work at the beginning of the year, I thought, okay, now I need to get on with stuff. And you know, there was a possibility of changing roles, but then there was nothing available. So going on the medication and asking for help gave me so much more confidence. So it felt like a weight was lifted off my shoulders, because I'm actively helping myself. I'm not fighting myself anymore. I'm not saying to myself, no, you don't need help, you can deal with it yourself, and then feeling terrible like weeks later, you know. I'm actually actively doing something, which is, you know, I would always talk about that in my videos when I'm talking about mental health, like, oh, you know, if you're upset or if you've got like a mental health issue or anything like that, then you should talk to someone about it. But I never actually practiced what I preached, which is why I kind of felt like I had to address it now and just at least explain what's going on and how things are at the moment. So yes, I actively accepted the therapy. I accepted going to see my doctor. I went to see my doctor, they've prescribed me some medication, and I felt 10 times better just doing that, just speaking and actually knowing, yes, okay, I am helping myself now. I went to my first therapy session this week, and I almost felt like I didn't need it, because I'm already feeling 10 times better. But you know, it could be partly the medication, but it might not be, because it takes a while to settle in. Could just be a placebo effect. It could be the fact that I had like the whole week off and I got to chill out and relax. Yeah, so I just wanted to say that I am feeling a lot better now. I'm really excited for 2020. Asking for help and going on medication actually gave me the confidence to apply to more jobs and apply to jobs outside of what I do. And I ended up getting a call back from another company quite fast, so I was really happy with that. And that kind of boosted my confidence, knowing that, okay, well, if I do want to leave the company I'm working for, then it's fine. Like, I can get hired at another place. I could look for another job. I don't need to worry so much about not being able to find another job. It is possible. So, you know, but then in the middle of getting a call back from the other place and then being arranged to go and see that place, my work was like, do you know what, actually we do have a role you can go into and it's this role. And I'm like, okay, well that sounds great. And it's, at the moment, it's perfect. It's everything that I want. So it's like all of the stuff that I know that I'm good at, and none of the stuff that stresses me out and makes my anxiety worse and all sorts. I mean, there's so much to talk about and go into, but I can't really talk about all of it. I have to kind of, you know, keep it as simple as I can. So yeah, that is kind of what's been going on, and now I feel great. Like, I'm actively helping myself. I'm making sure I stick to somewhat of a regular routine, making sure I take care of my own health. Oh, sorry, that was a hiccup. Like basic things like taking my inhaler every day. I'm supposed to wear retainers because I used to have braces when I was younger. You know, basic stuff that I wouldn't be doing before, and trying to be not as lazy. That's basically, I guess, my goals, is to look after myself, try and do more things that I want to do, not worry about what other people think about things, about what I want to do. Just make sure that I try not to be as lazy and be a bit more active, and yeah, that is basically my plan for 2020. So I just wanted to update you all and let you know, and I feel better that I've kind of explained it so it's off my chest, just so I feel like more genuine, like I'm actually now practicing what I've been preaching. But yeah, I kind of have to draw this video to a close. So, you know, I just want to say, I hope whatever happened in 2019, it's gone. The year is gone. It's now 2020. It's a brand new year. So if there's anything you didn't get to do in 2019, or anything that you want to do for 2020, then yeah, give it a go. It doesn't matter. Don't feel bad about it. There's always time. Yeah. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Where are you going? I can't go forward because you're in front. There we go. Goodbye.